Ooh, it's a brisk morning. Ooh, this is gonna be rad. Look at that. This is so dumb, but it's gonna be so much fun. We got beautiful, beautiful paddle tires. They are mint. Yeah, quality stuff right here. That's gonna be perfect. So we're out here digging around some of the cars out storage and stuff like that. We're getting ready to do Merlin's birthday party in Glamis, and I had a comment come across the last video. They were saying I should build like an old school water pumper, like an old school like 50s and 60s water pumper. Well, oddly enough, I actually picked one up a bunch of years ago. We set up as a yard art. So check this thing out. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna be able to get this old girl running. I picked it up about 7-8 years ago from a guy that had it set up as a piece of yard art, and that's all we're doing with it. I thought it'd be rad one day to actually get it fired up and running, but this thing's been sitting out in the open just like this, you know, intake open just like this for probably 20-30 years. As you can see, like the last time it was registered was 1970. I have no idea technically what it is. It's I know it's got a Ford 9-inch in it. It's got a flathead Ford V8, It's the early style from what I was told, after doing a little bit of research and then looking around. I don't know what transmission's in it, stuff like that, but I don't know. If I can come up on a flathead Ford one day, maybe I'll put this thing together and maybe you'll see it someplace in one of these videos, you know. I know there's an event in Pismo that they do OG like water pumpers and, you know, early style buggy stuff, but maybe one day this car will see one of those events and we'll see what happens. But as it is right now, this is where it sits for yard art. Something cool to look at, and it's a good looking story. I mean, how cool is that? You know, I've always wondered what frame was actually underneath it, and like what transmission and stuff. One of these days I'll actually get into it and start digging it all apart, but we bought it for yard art and that's why it's staying for now. But maybe one day you'll see it on the channel, and maybe one day it'll be running and driving. Alrighty guys, looks like the rat rod's going to Glamis. All right, so the idea is we're gonna A-arm this car, and I'm gonna try and get this thing at least like 15, 16 inches, I'm sorry, 15, 16 inches up off the ground. I want like the floor of this car to be at least like this high, if not higher. That way I don't gotta worry about nosediving sand, because that's another thing too. Like, look at the front of this thing. It's literally only got like 4 inches of, heck, probably 3 inches of ground clearance. I want that radiator to be at least 16, 17 inches off the ground. That way, coming into dunes and stuff like that, because if this is gonna be the car I take, and this is the only car I take, I'm gonna run the dunes. So we got to pick up some good tires. We got to pick up, I'm gonna use my dad's old tires. Now, mind you, these tires are 45, 50 years old, something like that. We'll have to go over, see if there's a date code on them or not. But I ended up picking up a set of front tires that are huge. They're 17-inch wheels. It's like a 35-inch Razorback, which should be plenty high. And then also give me the ground clearance I want, and then also it'll give me more flotation because they're a big fat tire. Heck, I can go grab one right now. I'm sitting over here. Oh, yeah. So this is what the hot rod's gonna have on it. Yeah, look at them apples. So this car's gonna sit high. I want it up off the ground, and I am gonna build some type of roll cage. As much as I would love to take it like this and just rally around, that would just be dumb. So we're doing it. I'll go grab some of these paddles from my dad's. I've had for years. I actually have them sitting out next to an old body as a yard art. So you guys will dig this. They're cracked to heck and back. Hey, a tube will hold air. It's all that matters. So I'm gonna go grab one of those. I'll stage it right here and we can take a look at this. These are the paddles we're gonna be running. And these things are perfect. Nice little cuppies, you know? Yeah, that doesn't need to be there at all. It says hi. Oh yeah. So I'll also give you the rundown on these wheels. Kicking some pictures from way back in the day. But these tires are from my dad's buggy. Let's see. He had the car long before I was born. It was a mid-engine high jumper. Had a an all aluminum block, aluminum headed 215. I think Buick, Olds, and Pontiac were all the same exact motors. But still have the car. One of these days I'm gonna go get it and I'm gonna fix it up for him. I'm gonna give it back to him. But these are the paddles that he got with that car. They've been in my family since before I was born. Yeah, quality stuff right here. That's gonna be perfect. Just run a tube on the inside and see what happens. Back in the day when I was gonna build another buggy, I had built a little car, 2-seater, and it was gonna be Volkswagen powered, stuff like that. I had built these wheels out of the original wheels that my dad had, and then another set of 4-lug wheels because the car I was building was 4-lug disc brakes. So I'll have to show you some of those pictures and whatnot. But I know because back then I put inner tubes in these, and obviously they haven't held air for years. But I know with the inner tubes, you can like pump up the tubes to like a lot of pressure, and I'm talking like 30 psi, which is probably way more than the fucking paddle needs. Pardon my language. Which is probably way more than my paddle needs. But honestly, if that's what I have to make to get the rotation to like look right, we'll see what happens. It's all just a guessing game, isn't it? But these are some high quality tan tires. We'll go back here. I'll get them set up and see if I can find a date code on them. Not sure if I'm gonna get these back ones tall enough, but yeah, this is gonna be awesome. I'm gonna try and go ahead and fill these things up and see if the tube still holds air. At least I can get it filled up. But done flip this little guy over and hey buddy, what you doing? Yeah. They've been sitting out there for a while. And like I was saying, I've already put inner tubes in these things years ago. I don't know if it's still gonna hold air or not, but you can see where the original valve stem was, and I had to drill the one for the inner tube over there. I'm gonna pop the bead right now and just see if I can find the valve stem, see if it'll take air. At least enough just to mock it up so I can see how big I can get it to grow. See if it still holds air. Oh, get out of here. No way. This is gonna be awesome. I think it's got a hole in it. Darn it. Well, that's one. Let's go get the other one and see what happens. Let's see if this one will take air and hold on to it. This one's still leaking, so yeah, got it. No. Wishful thinking. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's just not going to happen. We'll get some tubes ordered up. All right, so local tire store said that they have a tube in stock. I'm going to run over there right now and take one of the tires with me, and depending on if they'll let me air it up right outside the tire or whatnot, we'll see what happens. But I don't know, maybe we can find some tubes today. Let's go take a look. So sitting here cruising down the road, head to the tire shop, and there's this funky van in front of me. It's like an older Ford Econoline, and it's a dually. I'm tripping out on it, thinking, man, that thing looks trippy. I start looking at it more and more. I got next to him. I'm not sure if you can see in the back window or not. This guy's been on power tour like 3 different times. It's amazing, dude. Like, I'm not sure if you can get those things all the way back there. I'm gonna make sure he gets in front of me and get the stickers going by. Now, unless he cheated and just got some stickers from another car or something, I doubt. This thing is legit. Look at this thing. Dude, straight up power tour, 21, 22, and 23. Look at the dually on this Ford. This is awesome. Straight hot rod power tour. That is awesome. All right, well, showed up here to a local tire shop. They didn't want me filming inside, so I understand that again. But we're able to get some tubes. Gonna go home and see if these things will stretch out enough. Like I was telling them, even if I have to make the wheel a little bit skinnier to make it a little bit taller, we'll see what happens. All right, guys, we're back. I'm gonna go ahead and bust down the entire wheel and tire and take the tire off, the tube out of it, put the new tubes in, because I want to make sure these things are clean. Obviously, I was saying these wheels have been sitting for years and years and years. That way, brand new tubes, I don't poke a hole in. I don't poke a hole in them. So I've got a tire machine out there. that I just picked up, and I really want to go use it, but I think this tire is so messed up that I'm going to end up just tearing the tire apart on the machine. So I'm going to do this old school with the slide hammer and whatnot. Slide hammer and spoons. Oh dear. Oh wow. These are small. I don't know if I want to stretch it that far. Well, let's put some more air in it, see how big it gets. That's probably not going to be big enough. That might not be big enough. Hush. All right, so right now, with how it's filled up, it's a 33. Again, it hasn't filled out for width or anything. So, I don't want to do the tape wrappy again. But I did pick up a set of 12-inch wheels that are my father-in-law's old race car wheels. They don't have the right bolt pattern, nothing like that, but for right now, just to try with a 12-inch wheel, I think we'll put this back on a 12-inch wheel and see if that will fill up properly. If not, heck, I might be patching the old tubes. All right, quick little hoo-ha, blow it out kind of thing. I'm gonna go ahead and mount this one on a 12-inch wheel and see how this tube does with that. See if I can get it to inflate enough. And so these wheels are off of my father-in-law's old Pro Street car. Matter of fact, it may have been that car right there. So he had that car for a while, and then he had that car for a little while. So one of those two cars these wheels came off of. And I don't know why he didn't put them on his new car. I think he just bought new wheels or different style, whatever. But they were up in the attic, sitting there for years. And might as well try and get them to use. Okay. Oh, those are going to look cool. All right, let's see if we can do this. Oh no, I just split a cup. Oh no. We're probably losing that cup. Oh dear, I just blew the cup apart. They're not gonna last long in the sand. We'll give them a shot though. Oh, she's coming alive, baby. Whoa, that scared me. I thought it was gonna blow apart. Ah, see it on the beat over there. Oh wow, these things are cracked. Ay, ay, ay. Let's take her to 15. Dude. I don't know about you, but hey, here we go. I think we're in business. Oh my gosh. Look at the cracks in these things. Dude, that looks legit. That actually might be tall enough. Oh my gosh, look at that. Oh man, I did that. I wonder if I could use that patchy gluey stuff to glue that back together. Oh my God. This is gonna be awesome. Dude, we're sitting at like 35s right now. Okay. Okay, I gotta go mock this up next to the car. We gotta see what this looks like. This is gonna be rad. Look at that. This is gonna be awesome. All right, check it out. I'm gonna roll these front tires up next to the back ones. Wow. They are legit, almost the exact same size. What's up, dog? Get out here. Look at that. This is gonna be awesome. Oh yeah. All right, so we're definitely doing, sorry about the sun there. So we're definitely doing 12-inch wheels, because I know I can get those tubes to stretch. And now I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna buy at least 2 more tubes. I fully expect these tires to come shredding apart. I'm gonna have to find another set of tires to take with me. This is gonna be awesome. Like, this is gonna be another level of awesome. This is gonna be so much fun. The tires that are on the car, the paddles that we're gonna be using, they were from my dad's buggy, and it was an early 70s, I believe, high jumper. This is actually the car right here. So, like, it was supposed to be a sand car when it was originally built and stuff like that, but then it got turned into a desert car and all kinds of stuff. But anyway, the wheels, the original wheels, these guys over here that were on these, I had actually cut and welded. So like you can see the bead all the way around the outside, and then I re-centered a new center. You can see where I welded the outside, welded the seam, made it all come together, because these things actually started out as like a 16 or a 17-inch wheel, whatever it was in width. They were huge. And then these were actually built for another car I was building at the time. I wanted a little bit skinnier wheel, and it had 4-lug. And of course, I wasn't going to spend a bunch of money on stuff when I could build it. But sorry for the poor quality of these pictures. Unfortunately, this is what we had 25 years ago. Hey. But let's see if I can show you guys these things. Come on. Come on. So, yeah, those wheels were built for that car. Yeah. I had cut everything apart and re-sleeved them all back together. They didn't look bad when they were done, but that was the car they were going on. And unfortunately, I just never finished the car. I ended up selling it. But, you know, we all have our day. We all have our time that we just move on to projects. And that one we just moved on from. So, anyway, this is all for Merlin's birthday. And a good Glamis video. I haven't been to Glamis in years, and I want to go to Glamis. So, we're going to Glamis. This is so dumb, but it's going to be so much fun. Alrighty, guys, that's going to be the end of this video. We're going to get moving on this project in the next couple of days. I'll have some updated videos on that, too. Glamis, we're going. Merlin's birthday party. We'll be there. As always, guys, if you like this stuff and you want to see more of it, please let me know in the comments and tell me what I'm doing wrong. I mean, other than everything. But hey, we're going to have fun with this. So let me know in the comments if you guys like it, subscribe, whatever they want you to do as far as like hee-haw, clicky thingies. Definitely let me know in the comments, though. I really like reading the comments about what people want me to do, and then also like the ideas that some of you guys have. It's pretty awesome. So until next time, I'll get another video up here pretty soon, and we'll start doing the A-arms and all that stuff for the car. See you guys in Glamis.